Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and I'm really excited here today about this bracelet. So this is just like the last one I made, except for all the colors have been turned around the other way. So I know that seems kind of silly, like we made a whole pattern about it and everything else, but it's really going to show you the difference in color placement. And if you'll stick around to the end, I'll put both bracelets up so you can actually take a look at both of them and see what a dramatic difference this makes. So this is, again, one of my more signature type patterns that I really enjoy making. In fact, I don't even look at the pattern for doing this. It just sort of makes sense to me. It's in the family of arrowhead bracelets, but it differs because it doesn't just continue going in one direction. It tries to balance it by having like an equal amount going in either direction. It doesn't quite start out that way in this version. In this version, there's sort of like this shortened kind of, I don't even know what to call it. It's like kind of a teardrop shape. And then it goes into the elongated version for in this case, the blue colors, and then an elongated version down the middle of the light oranges. So as you can see already, the yellow is our more dominant color here, as well as what will be the light blue, which is just starting on the edges. The dark orange is just there in the very middle, and then there's the dark blue is that center dot right in the middle of the orange. It's so different. It is so fun. I don't really remember the last time I tried messing around with this kind of color combinations, but again, I want this to kind of show you how important color placement is and what a dramatic difference it can do in the design itself, and that neither one is wrong. It's not to say that, look, you have to go with the bold colors that makes the bracelet amazing, and that, you know, anything else is just wrong. That's farthest from what I want to accomplish here. I want to show you that what might not seem intuitive can still be something beautiful, because this bracelet really is something else. It really is very cool, and when you put the two together, I'd say you'd be hard pressed to pick a favorite, because they're just both lovable, but for different reasons, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be really interested in hearing in the comments below which one you like better, the darker bold one or this lighter one. It's really, I got both bracelets here actually. They're just so different. It's so completely night and day. I don't know. I like I said, I would love to hear your opinion about it. Yeah, this time I did the longer row. Did you see that? The light blue came across as a long row. Yeah. There's no, as long as the knots go where they're supposed to go, it doesn't matter when you're trying to segment. I've made it a little bit easier maybe on myself for a moment there, but again, a lot of times I just bring it to the middle just that way I can see where I'm at and make sure that I'm not making mistakes. But I guess doing two of these back to back, I got a little bit more comfortable with it. So, and you'll notice I keep shifting it upwards like that. Honestly, if you're kind of not used to making bracelets, if you're a little bit new to it, keeping your bracelet closer to the clip by shifting it up, and then when it gets to the point, like, you let it flip over the board, but keeping the work area closer to the clip will actually help you to get a better consistency in your knots. Once it starts getting too far away, the thing kind of wiggles and moves a bit more. It's a thing, honestly. I don't work as close to the clip while I'm doing the videos than I would like if I was just making a bracelet, you know, while I'm out. Like the bracelet I'm wearing now, right? I mentioned this before. It was made when coming home from a vacation in Indonesia, when I was working on with my clipboard, actually I did some of it on the boat ride home. I kept it very close to the clip because there's nobody's looking and nobody else. It didn't matter like if anybody could see it or not. So I went with the consistency of keeping it close to the clip just to make it easier on myself. And I definitely recommend that to anybody doing bracelets. So not quite to the middle. I'm gonna wait a second. Well, I you know what comes in the middle of my videos, right? So but yeah, just trying to think if there's other things. I made this while watching a movie. Mind you, it was a movie I had already seen before, so it's a little less distracting and it doesn't cause me too much anxiety that way. So that was kind of cool. Not made in front of the live stream though. This was done over the weekend, so I wasn't doing the live stream at that moment, but quite frequently I do. Yeah, this is middle. Let's do it. Let's thank our YouTube members for making this possible. Honestly, the cost of actually doing videos and stuff, it kind of adds up, and the gear and stuff to make it, the microphones, the lights and all that stuff, it definitely is added up. And these guys help to actually make these productions happen. So thank you guys very much for being a member. It's like $4 a month. To some people that might seem like a lot, and to other people maybe not so much. Maybe that's like a cup of coffee or something. If you can afford it, it would be great if you could help out. There's directions I want to go with some of the video, and I could use the contribution to help make that happen. So that would be awesome. Thank you. Trying to think if there was other things I wanted to share with you guys before this video ends. I just get really excited about it, and then like I talk really fast, and then I forget everything else that like I had planned in my head. Oh, obviously, again with the colors, the light colors get used the most in this case. So the yellow and the very light blue were the strings that got really short on this one. I probably didn't need to say it. You probably already knew that, but just in case somebody's new here and they like to try to cut their strings short, don't make those ones short. They really get used all the way out through the whole bracelet, and I would hate to see you guys run out, especially single-stranded. It's a lot harder to replace a string when it's single-stranded versus when I double up the strings. That's why I double up the strings in the bags that I make, because then I can replace this pretty easily and keep it looking like it never happened. So yeah, I kind of like, in this case, the yellow and the light blue kind of almost blend together. Like there's no contrast between those two colors. Despite the fact that that's supposed to be like the borderline between the orange and the blue, they're just very light. It sort of blurs together. Whereas the darker version of this, the dark blue versus the dark orange, is such a really strong contrast. It's really bold and it's really like in your face with it. This one, it's so subtle that you fade from the dark orange in the center out to the dark blue and on the edges, like that little bit of dark blue there. I love it. I love the balance of the colors too. It seems like when Mandy picked these out, she really kind of understood the assignment of trying to get, you know, a dark blue that is as dark as the dark orange was, and then, you know, on downwards to the lightest ones. I'd say the lightest blue is probably a little bit lighter than that yellow is, but there's only so many strings that we have to choose from, so it's sort of worked out okay. It's really nice. Yeah, I think this is going in. Yeah, this is going into the last segment of where the orange is. And you can tell I'm like seriously working way off the clip there. That's crazy. I know I get kind of focused in on what I'm doing and trying to do it for the camera, but yeah, there it goes. I was gonna say I didn't think I worked that far away, but yeah, there it goes, shifted up. Yeah, if you have any kind of questions, interested in making bracelets, or have a design that maybe you need help with making a pattern, you can either leave me a comment down below, or you can join our Discord where you can actually share pictures and stuff. Like, mind you, there's a lot of stuff that's off topic, like pictures of our pets and things like that, going over on Discord. But it's a good place where if you're like have a bracelet that you wanted to get a pattern to or something like that, that way, because you can't really share pictures on YouTube, it's just not a thing. So almost to the end of this thing. Like I said, I reveal both of them, so kind of stick around, check that out. Let me know which one you think is the prettiest. For me, I can't. They're like my children. They're both pretty, so I love them both. All right, here comes the reveal. Thanks for watching. As always, don't get your strings in a bunch.